Hello guys, this is Mythos8, requesting that you tune in to watch and hear this podcast, like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League or the Snyder Cut. It's kind of coming out to be a really great series, I guess. We don't know how it's going to be, so I'm just going to say presentation. But I'm gonna actually think it's an actual series. Anyway, first up, I kind of got some images from the last trailer. And if you haven't watched it, spoiler alert, I'm gonna be talking about it a lot. So yeah. Oh wait, I'm gonna talk about myself after I talk about all of this. Okay, so right away, one thing that I noticed about the trailer was that Darkseid said something like, "There are no lanterns and no Kryptonians." I don't know what that could mean. I can only speculate, of course. The release is only like 4 days away, so it's pretty much just shooting blindly. It's Krypton and Mars. He said something about Kryptonians, which kind of makes it sound like he has had a past with them. And when you talk about a past, when it's kind of like a warlord type of guy that's just taking over and conquering or destroying planets, it kind of makes it sound like he actually was the one responsible for destroying Krypton. So, yeah. And then there's another image there that's just separate that comes out like almost at the end. So here we go. These images are from the second trailer of the Snyder Cut. They were made by HBO Max, Warner Brothers, and DC. With no more legal, uh, with no more legal things in our way. Here we go. So this image has an older woman, older, meh, they both fit, with red eyes, and she's blonde. Well, since she is blonde, most people would most likely either go for like a female character would go for a blonde character. So, but there's not that many that have red glowing eyes. There's only like one I can think of the top of my head, and she's not that old, and that's Supergirl. Supergirl is like in her 20s, even though she's the older cousin of Superman. She got trapped, so she's not this woman. So who could it be? Well, since I'm on the topic of Darkseid destroying Krypton, what if he also destroyed Mars? Some of you might already know where I'm going with this. What if Mars? What if Mars was? I already said that. Man, so if he destroyed Mars, this could be a green shape-shifting red-eyed guy named Martian Manhunter. And with Darkseid, we might actually be introduced to this version's downfall of Krypton and Mars, because both of them have had many ways. Like Krypton, it's exploding, pollution, other planets invading, and it's just been a lot of different things at the same time for Krypton and Mars. So yeah. And then there's another image that kind of has me puzzled, also from the trailer. So let's watch it. And this one's from someone that kind of looks Greek. He looks like a Greek god. So if he's a Greek god and he's fighting on the side of the humans, well, could it be that he is a Greek hero from DC's lineup, and he's and the Greek heroes are actually going to be introduced in this movie? For once, we're going to have some Greek things. I'm going to talk about Greek mythology in the future, so if you want that, please like and subscribe. Anyway, yeah. And he might, I don't know. I don't know who he is. We don't know who he is. He might not even be important, but he looks important since he's wielding lightning, and only a Greek guy like Zeus can do that. So yeah. And then we have this image. That's from Darkseid. That's of Darkseid, and that's an image that kind of explores his Omega Force. Are we gonna go into the Omega Force origin? It kind of, well, from this image, it doesn't look like much. Like, he's just getting like a fresh coat of armor. But there's one thing. If he's just getting a coat of armor, then why is he glowing yellow, not red, like he normally does? So it might be the Omega Force starting to kick in. It might be when he starts getting it. You know? I'm kind of just laying out everything out of it. Let me just. Oh, yeah. Let me talk about how I think the episodes are going to be structured. So I already talked about Krypton and Mars possibly being destroyed by Darkseid and Mars Manager. Well, I didn't really talk about this, I forgot to. But here we go. What if Mars and Manhunter is actually tracking him down? He's like a secret member of the Justice League, just there, trying to kill Darkseid. So anyway, with that out of the way, the first episode might just be showing us the history of Darkseid with other planets and some of the heroes. And also, showing us the plan for both teams, for both Darkseid and for Justice League, how they're gonna come together, how they're gonna be strong. And I chose this image specifically because it's Darkseid using his Omega beams, and he doesn't really use them when he's just commanding, so he's fighting. I'm going somewhere with this. So the second, third, and fourth episodes, well, we know there are 3 mother boxes in that universe. And so there's 3 episodes apart from the first one that I already explained. And I'm gonna say that probably Steppenwolf is gonna be either defeated or killed in the 3rd episode of this Snyder Cut. And that Darkseid will actually have to come in and have to, take the last mother box and possibly even go in and take all of the other take all of the other mother boxes if the Justice League has won so far. What else would I like to talk about? Oh yeah, well, let me just skip over this image. There we go. Simply just transfer. So we are seeing lots of Joker and dreams. And one question about the dreams is that are they real or are they just dreams? They can be real. I mean, they can be from the future. I don't really care. But if they're just dreams, well, they're just like showing that the Joker might actually be like the future threat of the DC universe. They're just like, okay, even though Darkseid may have won in that way, Joker's still the clown prince of crime. So maybe. But if the dreams are actually real, if they're actually happening, that's a totally different matter because that gets us to think: is Joker helping out the Justice League? And if he's actually talking to Batman and telling him what Darkseid might actually be having in store, there's one thing: is he messing around with them, like making them lose, or is he gonna actually help them out? Win. And that's an important thing because if he just says, because if he's just messing around, he's gonna be a threat. But if he's actually helping out just to stop them, just to stop Darkseid, he might actually be an ally for once. Yeah. What else did I want to talk about? Oh yeah. Well, I didn't really talk about this, but we all know that Cyborg. I didn't get an image, but Cyborg has a connection. Wait, let me just. Cyborg has a connection with was created by a mother box. So could he actually start, creating a connection with the mother box? Could he start seeing how everything will play out? Could he start, being more technologically advanced as the series goes? Anyway, there we go. So these are most of my theories. I just have two more. The last one is going to be kind of a big one. The next one is going to be a bit big. So let me just go back over to this image where we kind of see an Amazonian. I kind of chose this one because it's kind of like the only shot we get from an Amazonian. So, could it be that the armies are actually gonna come together? And I also forgot to get an image for Aquaman, but we only know of Amazonians because Aquaman is another thing. But Amazonians, well, will they come together with the Justice League? And if Joker's helping, will criminals actually start helping the Justice League? Will they start making like their own little army to help fight? And maybe, who knows, I didn't include an image, but what if Aquaman actually starts on his journey of uniting Atlantis and the actual world before the movie Aquaman starts? And this is kind of leading to my last point. How will this series or Snyder Cut or presentation, like I said, how will it affect the movies after Justice League, like Aquaman and Birds of Prey and Wonder Woman 1984? Wonder Woman 1984, I haven't watched that one. Sorry, but I haven't. But I have watched Aquaman, Birds of Prey. Aquaman might actually go out for his people and save them during this whole battle, and he might not have to do that in Aquaman. So this could prove to be a big thing, the Snyder Cut. And also another thing, if Birds of Prey, most of the things come out, maybe Joker might come in Birds of Prey. He might actually go in and try to help Harley. Even though they just broke up, he might still have, feelings for her. Even though he's a sociopath, who cares? He still has feelings. So he might actually still go for Harley Quinn. So basically, to sum up, let me just go to the image I had in the beginning. So to sum up, will Cyborg get a connection with the mother boxes? Will Joker actually help out? Will we get some armies? And what worlds has Darkseid destroyed, so that way we might actually get more allies? So yeah, if you have any theories of your own or any ideas, please share them in the comment section below. This is a part of a 3-part series I'm doing of podcasts. This is the first one. So please like and subscribe, and really fast, let me just tell you about me. I kind of just wanted to get to the action and then just explain. So this podcast system that I'm trying to create, I'm gonna be talking not just about movies, but I'm also gonna be talking video games, mythology, not comics. I'm not going down that rabbit hole, but I am gonna be talking about lots of stuff, even food and cooking. I mean, I can do any topic you want as long as I know about it, and I'm actually able to tell you about it. So those are the major 4 that I can actually talk about. I can also talk about others, but I just need to work on them. So if you have any ideas for future content, please share in the comment section below. Like and subscribe once again. Man, this is some heavy advertisement. Oh. Hopefully repeating it many times will work. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.